Well, welcome everyone to the Monday morning Mailbox Power Mastermind. Say that 3 times fast. Show where we all get together and help each other grow our businesses. It's about collaborating and learning from each other. This is not the Mike and Brenda training show because we truly learn from all of you. And we love to start the week with wins. So does anybody have any wins for Mailbox Power that they would like to share this week? Lulu.
So a few weeks ago, we were talking about like artists using Mailbox Power to get their work out there. And I actually had an artist sign up, and she's going to be creating her designs, putting all her designs and artwork on cards, sending them to herself, and then, putting them in packages and putting them in different little boutiques and shops. And then she's created an online shop so where
Nice.
people can pick from her design. So anyway, we had talked about it, and I actually got somebody who's going to be doing that. So I'll have to see how it goes and
Keep us
report
posted.
back.
Yeah. Yep. Awesome. I love
Yeah,
it.
I do too.
Welcome, Kimberly. I saw you just popped in. And Jill. So any other wins for the week for Mailbox Power that anybody would like to share?
I
Kimberly.
have one up. Oh, go ahead, Kimberly.
I just keep getting confirmation from my response to what I send out that I will never be without Mailbox Power.
Right.
Yeah, I hear you. Amen to that. Did you have another one, Lulu?
I just want everybody to please think of me this afternoon. I'm meeting with the Boy Scouts of America. I've been
Nice.
putting it out there that I want to work with nonprofits and entities like that. And it's what do they say? Be careful
Awesome.
what you ask for. So I'm meeting with her today at 2.
Awesome. I was going to say, my win for the week is I have had several people that I have talked to a long time ago. So remember that whole nurture and being in front of people? They're all saying we really should get back together. And one of them used to use the service for her parents' company. She used to help her mom do it. And she is now with a nonprofit who got a $5,000 marketing grant, and they have to use it on marketing. And she met with me last Thursday, and she was going to pitch it to her executive director, the person in charge of making that decision. And she was pretty sure that it would be an easy sale. So stay tuned on that. It's not signed up yet, but it's looking like that could possibly be. And I told her I'm looking for other nonprofits. So I want success stories so that we can share it with other nonprofits to show them how that they can grow their donation base, their volunteers, community involvement, attendance at events, things like that, just to get the awareness out about it, because her nonprofit, I think they've only been around for about 5 years. So the community doesn't necessarily know, and they want to do like a 5-mile radius around the nonprofit to let the community know they're there. So
I love that. I think it's such an underserved group of businesses, if you will.
Yep.
And I think it's so worthwhile.
It's very underserved. And like I said to her, and I'm sure you're going to have this with the Boy Scouts and everybody who talks to a nonprofit, for the most part, a nonprofit is worried about the expense. And if you can show them that your goal is that it's not an expense, it's a revenue, and this should be with anything, not just nonprofits. But if you can show a business or a nonprofit that this is a revenue center, not an expense, I think that makes all the difference in the world and it makes people think of it differently.
I like that phrase, revenue center. I like that a
Yep.
lot.
Any other wins for the week for Mailbox Power that anybody'd like to share? All right. Oh, yes, Alan. Alan, and then
Alan.
Suzanne.
Okay, thank you. I'm just excited to do a little bit of work for my one nonprofit this morning. He's eager to get some contacts in and identify a automation or two that they can focus on. He's got some great use cases. He's also indicated he's got some colleagues that may want to know more about the service.
Yay.
And I finally stopped being scared about not being aggressive about approaching my legal clients, but making sure they understand what I do in my other consulting life career. And just saying, what are you doing for direct mail marketing? And they're typically saying nothing or what's that? So a good conversation starter, and the feedback has been good. So I'm getting a couple of cards myself together about why law firms would want to do this and so forth and so on, and do some drips on those guys. So I'm jazzed.
I love it, Alan. And you bring up a good point, because I've met with a lot of Mailbox Power affiliates that they may do web design, they may do graphic design, they may do other things, law, whatever, and they are silent with their current customers about Mailbox Power. And I'm like, these people already know, like, and trust you. And all you have to do is lead with an email or a conversation, text, phone call. I've found an amazing tool I'm using in my business that's helping it grow. And I feel like I need to share it with you because I want to see everybody succeed. Something
Right.
like that. And then they don't necessarily see you as pitching another product, like representing another product, but you're saying, I have a great tool that's helped me in my business. Who doesn't want to know about a great tool that's helping them in their business? Like,
Nobody in their right mind, no
Yeah.
most business owner I know.
yeah, don't be the secret, what is it? The
Secret agent.
secret agent. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
we don't need to be the Secret Service, the secret agent behind the scenes. We need to let people know about what we have.
And one other thing, Brenda, that I learned last week is that just like on LinkedIn, where when you're looking to connect with other people, you might want to look behind your first generation of people that you know on LinkedIn and look at their audience, right? So law firm I did some work for on Saturday, their IT guy does the IT part as a hobby on weekends. And he's a digital marketing company with some big labels. And I said, I understand that everything you do is digital, but what do you think about direct mail these days? He goes, well, it's kind of lost in the shuffle. And I go, well, we call it smart direct mail. And let me tell you why. And he all of a sudden perked up a little bit, not only for himself, but perhaps I'm hoping as an affiliate to offer to his customers. So
Yep.
I love it.
Yep, I love it. And I look forward to hearing the results and sharing the stories. Suzanne.
Hey, I just have a suggestion, and you probably already are aware, but I have a Google alert for direct mail, and I get all kinds of articles with really good information of how direct, mail is being used, with statistics and all kinds of stuff. Even, I don't know if I'm assuming most of you already know about that. But the other thing, Lulu, I was the one that talked about the artist. And you reminded me, I have been so busy lately because we're singing a lot and everything. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my friend's artwork, put it on several cards, put it in a box with some brownies and send it to her. Just blank note cards type of thing, and just see what kind of response. I've got a couple artists I can do that with. So thank you for reminding me.
Oh, you're welcome. And
Very-
now that the return address is not printed on there, it's even better.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Or I could put her return address on it because I
But
have
it
an
won't, it
executive
doesn't,
account. So
doesn't
yeah.
print on the
Well,
card
that's
anymore.
right. That's right.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Suzanne, make sure you
Yes.
put her logo and her contact information on the back of those blank cards.
Oh, great idea. Thanks, Nanette.
Yeah, make sure it looks like she's sending it to somebody, not you're sending it to her.
Right, right. Okay.
And I'll tell you, artists, whether it be a photographer, a graphic designer, an artist that paints or anything, when they see the first time I did that with somebody in the industry, a photographer, I actually went and pulled stuff off her website. Now, we all know that web graphics are not the highest quality graphics, but
Right.
I didn't have anything else to pull. And so I used that and it still printed beautiful. And she became a client because of that, because she saw her brand, her picture on it, and she knew that I didn't have access to high image, so she knew it would be even better when she uses the native files that are much higher graphics level
Yeah.
graphics.
Great. Thank you for
There's Nanette
reminding me.
showing a mug.
Oh. From an
That's-
artist friend?
From my artist friend. Yeah, I made this
Oh.
for her. And I
Oh,
liked it. I made one for me. And I sent her a box of brownies as well as some blank greeting cards with a bunch of different images I pulled off of her website for her.
Great idea.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Any other wins anybody wants to share?
Well, Brenda, just a quick request with Suzanne. I put it in the chat. Would you send me that information you just referenced?
Hold on.
She said she had information about direct mail and
Oh, yes.
usage and things
Yeah.
like that.
If you would send that, he put
Yeah.
his email in the chat. You
I'd
might
like it
even
too.
go put that out in the affiliate group, Suzanne. Make a post saying, hey, this is how I set up my Google alert, just in case people don't know how to do that. That would be great.
I'd love that too.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Thank you.
Kimberly, yeah, everybody. So if you would go do that, Suzanne, we're going to challenge you to go do that. So I wanted to share, because we've talked a little bit about tools already today, but I wanted to talk again about tools that you can use in your business. And Mike is on this morning, so he can help me on this topic because he's becoming a whiz at it and using AI to, whether it be social media, whether it be to write a blog post, whether it be to write an article. Now, disclaimer, I'm like, what's the word I'm looking for? Disclaimer. Anything you get from ChatGPT for like a blog or an article or a book, a giveaway or something, please, please, please read it and use it as a draft. Do not use it as gospel, because it's not always. Do a little bit of research, because some stuff out on the web isn't accurate. So make sure you do your research afterwards, but it's a great starting place, because I don't know about all of you, but I think Mike's the same way I am. It's really hard when you have a blank sheet of paper, or you're out on Facebook and you're trying to figure out what to post and you're just like at a loss for words and what to say. And so I'll challenge you, Canva, ChatGPT. What are some of the other ones, Mike?
I use NowSite.
NowSite, yep. NowSite's a whole platform, so
I love
it
it's so
includes-
good.
Mm-hmm. We don't use it.
They have a CRM coming. Have you seen that?
Yes.
What? CRM,
They have
yeah.
a CRM that's coming shortly.
Yeah. We have so many tools other
Mm.
places that we don't,
Right.
we have everything that they have basically
Mhm.
already. So, but yes, there are tons of tools out there to grow your business. There are even AI tools, and we talked about this a long time ago, but I'm going to bring it up again. How many of you get a video right on the first take? I don't see any hands, not one. What if you could just keep going? You know, you flubbed up and you just pause and take a breath and keep the recording going and then continue on. And what if you could load that video into an AI editor and it would give you a transcript of everything you said, and then you could go through and delete the words in the transcript and it would automatically redo your video.
Wow.
Who would like that?
Oh, wow.
AI-poweredvideoeditor.com. AI-poweredvideoeditor.com. Michael, go grab it.
Yeah,
It
put that in the
is,
chat.
it is an affiliate link, I'll tell you right away. We'll make a little bit, not much, but it is Descript is the actual tool. And I think we paid $300, $299. So it was very minimal for a whole year. So Mike took a video that I had been trying to edit. So remember, we've talked about testimonials. If anybody has a testimonial for Mike and I, shameless plug, we would love it. But I got a 7-minute, we got a 7-minute long testimonial video, way too long. And the person repeated themselves multiple times. And I had spent 2 days trying to edit it down to like a 1-2 minute video. And I was struggling. I was using great tools. I was using Camtasia. You can use Canva. There's lots of them you can use that are great, but you still got to find all of those and expand it out. And it was giving me a headache. And Mike found the tool.
Wow.
And within about an hour, 2 hours tops, he had it down to about a 1-minute video.
Wow.
That was great that we used.
Is
So
that it?
just grab, can you just copy, if you go to the right or left, it should copy link right there. You go down. And then he'll put it in the chat. Oh,
Oh, goody.
not Nanette. Paste it to everybody first, sweetie.
Oh, you.
Yeah, no, Nanette messaged us, so it changed. So Control D, there we go.
Well, if I had something like that, maybe I would do videos, because I don't do them because I just can't. I can't do it.
Hold on, something didn't work. Delete.
That would be excellent also for the videos that I do when we sing, because we record what we sing, you know, and it would be nice to be able to cut it down a little bit, you know, or even separate it. Does it separate things? Like,
Sure does.
yeah, if you have 4
Wow.
songs, I mean,
Yep.
15 songs, you can separate them.
Yep.
As a matter of
Oh.
fact, you can train it so that it will
Know your voice.
know your voice. And if you want to add text, it will actually put that into the video.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm
It's,
afraid to ask how much this is.
we already said, it's about, I believe it's about $300 a year. I want to say it was $299.
That's
It's
not
an
bad.
extremely
It's not too
affordable
bad.
tool for your business. I mean, it might have
Mhm.
gone up since the last time we looked. Mike's looking right now.
Mhm.
I want to say pricing top right. We picked the top package, so
Mhm.
it's $288 billed annually.
Okay,
Well,
Yeah, I mean
that's
$24
very
a month.
reasonable. Yeah,
yeah.
that's great. Mhm.
If you edit one video a month for $24, I mean, it's so worth it.
wow.
So worth it. You would pay somebody that just to edit or more, to edit one video for you that's like a minute or two.
Right.
So go use that tool. It's pretty amazing.
Hmm.
AI-powered video editor.com, because it's not coming up.
Yeah, the link didn't work in the chat.
No.
Oh,
Says
you
the
said
site
video,
can't
you
be
said
reached.
video and didn't say editor before. You just said AI powered video.
Oh,
So-
editor. Yep, sorry. That's why we went and grabbed the link.
Okay, so this is the correct link that's in
Yeah.
the chat.
Videoeditor.com. Huh, that's weird.
I clicked that
It's
link
not
right
coming
out
up
of
for
the
me.
chat.
It's not coming up with the editor in it either.
I clicked that link right out of the chat and it says it takes too long to connect.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Try it again.
yeah, I'm trying again.
Where's the other
It may
one?
come up when we're off Zoom.
Yeah, it might.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird though, because usually those things doesn't matter. It pops right up.
Mhm.
Says it's loading on my end.
Yeah,
Mhm.
me too.
Mine too, yeah.
Oh,
That's actually the site, so don't worry about the affiliate. It just, that way you can have the where to get the product.
But there's lots of tools out there. So Mike uses ChatGPT all the time.
Mhm.
Well, there's a lot of tools that you can use depending on what you want to accomplish. If you want to get graphics, you can link your Chat GPT to I think it's called DALL-E 3, and it will create graphics for you based on content.
Mhm.
But mostly what I've been using is just the Chat GPT, just to try to get some kind of content as a starting point for, like Brenda said, email, just about anything like that, social media. I've used it to create a series of get back emails to former clients. And it'll generate a series of emails for you. You just kind of have to read through them and see if you like them, and if not, have them edited, or you can edit them or ask Chat GPT to try again.
Yeah, and I mean, you can tell it to give you 30 days. So how many of you have done a blog, a book? You have a website, like Kimberly has a website, because I happen to know, now it's her main website for her affiliate business or her network marketing business. But you can say to ChatGPT, go build me or give me 30 Facebook posts from this website. And use engaging, use converting, use words like that. It'll take you a while to get used to the phrases you want to use to make sure that you get good content. If you are using Rocket Notes, there is an AI tool built into that for social media. But for those of you who aren't, or aren't using, the one Lulu talked about earlier.
Now site.
Now site. If you don't have that built into your CRM that you're using, go use the tools. There's tons of free tools out there too, not just paid for tools like Canva. We talked to that a long time ago. Canva, the free version, I think gives you 75 magic write ideas. So before you have to pay for it, that's quite a few.
Yep.
So I'd like to hear from all of you over the next couple of weeks of how you're using AI. Something you learned from today that now you're using AI in your business, and if you got any results from it. Marie.
Good morning, everyone. So
Good
for
morning.
social media, I'm like the worst person in the world to talk about social media, but like Lulu, I'm using NowSite. It's phenomenal for someone like me who
Me too.
doesn't know how to respond to something, it'll give you the response. I mean, it's amazing. And now that they're adding the contact mapping portion of it, the CRM portion, it's phenomenal for $29 a month.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to say about ChatGPT is what I learned from NowSite is you have to teach it how to talk like you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I have, I love it because it's like having your own personal assistant. And you tell it to, today I want you to act as my marketing guru.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I want you to do. And do you understand? And he'll write back. I don't know why I call him a he. Could be a she.
Yeah.
He writes back and he says, yes, I understand. You want me to do da 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 da. And so then he will, create something. And then I'll write back and say, I like that, but it doesn't sound like me. I'm going to give you an example of my writing so that you can know how I talk, how I write. Do you understand? He says, yes, you're going to give me an example of your writing. So I put that in. And then I say, now I would like for you to put whatever this paragraph was that I liked that you wrote and put it in words that sound like me. Do you understand? And he writes back and he says, yes, I understand. And then he redoes it. And I just love that.
Yep. Yeah, it is great. You can upload a document that you've written, or you can say, write it in language from this website, like ours, life'srealcurrency.com. So, or our book, like we can upload our book and it learns our language. So it's the tools that are out there right
amazing.
now to help us grow our business are amazing.
Yeah.
It's getting off the start line.
So what I wanted to say is when I realized I could talk to it just the way years ago when I had an assistant and I wanted to give Phyllis something to do, I had to give her very explicit directions. And it's the same thing. It's like, Phyllis, this doesn't sound like me. You've got to write it so that it sounds like me. And that's what I do with this AI. And I'm just really loving it. So
I love it. And I like the surprise me button if I'm really feeling like I have no clue.
So Marie, you're talking about NowSite? Is that what you're
NowSite.
talking about?
Oh,
No, you're talking about
listen, I was talking about ChatGPT. So I
Oh.
learned from
Okay.
NowSite about, the kinds of things it needs to understand. And I've done that with
Okay.
ChatGPT.
Gotcha.
yeah, and it's GP as in Peter T, not B as in Bravo.
ChatGPT.
G, George Peter Thomas.
Correct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, we got a couple more minutes. Has anybody else other than Marie used AI? Geraldine.
I have a couple ideas for everyone. I've got posts that I write for various social media, and I've been using the months of the year and themes on each month to get ChatGPT to just say, write something about direct mail usage in the month of March. How can I?
Ooh.
I love that.
Or write 5 posts about a short post about March Madness and direct mail marketing. Any kind of keywords you want to put in there. And the other thing I wanted to say specifically for Alan, who is merging his legal business with direct mail, I struggle with that as a ballroom dancer. And ChatGPT takes my ballroom dancing and merges it with direct mail marketing and beautifully tells someone how to waltz across the card with their message, It's just a very nice combination of industries, and it helps me tremendously connect with people that are one way or the other what I am. Today I'm a ballroom dancer, tomorrow I'm a direct mail marketer, but now I'm both. So it has worked
Wow.
great for me.
Love that.
She's danced them together. Ha ha ha
Dance them together.
ha.
So
Love that.
it can
She's
be
twirled them.
anything, you can create anything you want really with keywords and what message you want to say.
And
Love
you
that.
do need to play with it. Like Marie said, it took her a while and she's gone to several trainings and she's learned different keywords or ways to talk to it. You can even say, oh my God, you've got my audience down perfect. But now can you tweak it to sound more like people in their midlife would relate to, or Gen Z or Gen X? Like you can tell it so many things and it takes time to learn. Mike's played with it. It's been well over a year and I think he's finally getting really comfortable with it. So it's not something you learn overnight, but it will greatly help you in your business.
I find also that if you tell it to write short things, it's easier to read through and approve it and get it out there versus having to. I mean, if I see something long, I tend to want to rewrite the whole thing anyway, and that's not the purpose.
Yep.
So I say keep it short, keep it simple, and that way I can get it out quicker because that's just my personality.
Yeah, and I find, I don't know about everybody else, but if I write, give me 30 social media posts or 30 social media ideas, it's not long. They're short. And you can also tell it 30 words or less. That, 20 words or less. You can tell it to write a 45-second commercial for you without the stage. Oh, what did she teach me the other day? You know how sometimes when you do that and it gives you, there's this background noise or what you say without the stage prompts or without the, I can't remember what it was. It's in my notes from the conference I took, but you can get rid of all of that. So it's just text.
Wow.
So the challenge for this week is go figure out a new way, or if you've never used AI, go use AI in your business this week, and we want to hear about it next week.
You can tell it to put in emojis too. Just saying.
Oh, awesome. I didn't even think to tell it to add emojis. And as a reminder, we have a contest going on through the end of April. I'm like, what is it? It's for 2 months to invite other affiliates to this call. And you will get 1 entry for every affiliate you invite to this call that's not normally here, but you have to message us saying you're inviting them so that we know, so we can give you credit, not after the call, like, oh, I see Neil was on and Neil's in my organization, so I'm going to say I invited Neil. No, you have to let us know ahead of time. And at the end of the 2 months, we are going to do a drawing for 1 design that Mike and I will do for you, whether it be a postcard or a card design. You will get 1 design done by us. So that's what we're going to do a drawing for. So invite. Let's get this call bigger so that we can learn from more people, and go use AI this week and have an amazing week.
Thank you. Great call.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thanks.